Former President Donald J. Trump, known for his combative style, found himself at the center of a new controversy following a recent donor dinner. During the event intended to raise funds for his 2024 presidential campaign, Trump made an offensive remark about Vice President Kamala Harris. The comment, described by several attendees as inappropriate, cast a shadow over the evening and sparked widespread condemnation. This incident is the latest in a long line of controversial statements made by the former president, raising questions about his judgment and fitness for office. As the 2024 presidential race heats up, Trump's behavior is likely to remain a central issue, with both supporters and detractors closely scrutinizing his every word and action. The dinner, held at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida, was attended by a who's who of prominent Republican donors and political heavyweights. The atmosphere was jovial and lively at first, but the mood shifted dramatically when Trump took the stage to address the crowd. His speech, which began with boasts about his many accomplishments, took a turn for the worse when he made the offensive remark about Vice President Harris. While the exact wording of Trump's remark remains debated, multiple sources confirm he used a derogatory term to describe Vice President Harris's appearance. The comment, delivered with Trump's characteristic bluntness, was met with stunned silence and nervous laughter. Some attendees chose to ignore it, while others shifted uncomfortably, unsure how to react. The incident cast a pall over the evening, with conversations becoming more subdued and some guests leaving early. By reducing Vice President Harris to her physical appearance, Trump engaged in a personal attack common in his rhetoric. This type of language, often directed at women and minorities, seeks to diminish and dehumanize opponents, undermining their credibility and legitimacy. The immediate reaction to Trump's remark was a mix of shock, disgust, and resignation. Some attendees, accustomed to Trump's behavior, seemed unfazed, while others were visibly disturbed. News of the incident quickly spread, igniting a firestorm of criticism from political opponents, media commentators, and even some within Trump's own party. Democrats condemned Trump's language, calling it misogynistic and unbecoming of a former president. The White House issued a statement reaffirming President Biden's commitment to respectful political discourse. The incident also drew criticism from some Republicans, concerned that Trump's words would further damage the party's image and alienate moderate voters. These Republicans saw the incident as further evidence of Trump's unsuitability for high office. The remark about Vice President Harris is part of a long-standing pattern of behavior for Donald Trump. This is not an isolated incident, but rather a continuation of his established approach to public discourse. Throughout his career, Trump has made disparaging comments about women, often targeting their appearance, intelligence, or temperament. These comments have sparked outrage and debate, drawing criticism from various quarters, including political opponents, media commentators, and women's rights activists. From his days as a reality TV star to his time in the Oval Office, Trump has consistently disregarded norms of civil discourse. His approach has been characterized by a willingness to say things that others might consider off-limits, often to provoke a reaction or to dominate the conversation. His comments about women have ranged from crude jokes to outright insults. These remarks have not only been offensive but have also perpetuated harmful stereotypes and reinforced gender biases. This pattern of behavior has been well documented, with numerous examples available in news archives and on social media. Each instance adds to a growing body of evidence that highlights his consistent use of inflammatory language. Critics argue that his words contribute to a culture of sexism and misogyny that harms women and undermines their equality. They point out that such rhetoric can have real-world consequences, influencing public attitudes and potentially shaping policy decisions. The incident at the donor dinner serves as a reminder that despite facing consequences for his past behavior, Trump has shown little willingness to moderate his rhetoric. His continued use of provocative language suggests that he sees it as a key part of his public persona and political strategy. As Trump continues to be a prominent figure in American politics, the impact of his words remains a topic of significant concern. The ongoing debate about his rhetoric underscores the broader issues of respect, equality, and the power of language in shaping societal norms. Beyond the immediate controversy, the donor dinner highlighted growing frustration within the Trump camp regarding fundraising. The event, meant to galvanize support and boost contributions, instead underscored the challenges the former president faces in rallying financial backing. Despite his popularity among a significant portion of the Republican base, Trump's fundraising numbers have lagged behind those of some potential rivals for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. This disparity is particularly concerning given the high stakes of the upcoming election and the need for substantial financial resources to mount a competitive campaign. This fundraising gap concerns Trump's advisors, who recognize the importance of a robust war chest for a successful campaign. They are acutely aware that without sufficient funds it will be challenging to maintain a strong presence in key battleground states, run effective advertising campaigns, and mobilize grassroots support. Several factors contribute to Trump's fundraising challenges, including the emergence of other potential Republican contenders and donor fatigue. The crowded field of candidates means that donors have more options, and some may be hedging their bets by spreading their contributions across multiple campaigns. Some previous supporters are hesitant to contribute after the tumultuous events of his presidency and the aftermath of the 2020 election. The controversies and legal battles that have followed Trump since leaving office have also made some donors wary of investing in his political future. Trump's remark about Vice President Harris is unlikely to endear him to undecided donors or those having second thoughts about supporting him. Such comments can alienate potential backers who are looking for a more unifying and less divisive figure to lead the party. The incident serves as a reminder of the risks associated with Trump's unpredictable behavior. While his unfiltered style appeals to a core group of supporters, it also poses significant challenges in broadening his appeal and securing the financial backing needed for a successful campaign. In contrast to Trump's challenges, Vice President Kamala Harris has emerged as a fundraising powerhouse for the Democratic Party. Her ability to galvanize support and bring in substantial contributions has set her apart in the current political landscape. Her recent events have drawn large crowds and significant contributions, bolstering her standing within the party. These events are not just about raising money, they are about building a movement and energizing the base. Harris's fundraising success can be attributed to her historic status as the first female, first Black, and first Asian American vice president. This unique combination of identities has resonated deeply with a wide array of supporters who see her as a symbol of progress and change. Her personal story, progressive policy positions, and ability to connect with voters have contributed to her appeal among Democratic donors. Harris's background as a former prosecutor and senator adds to her credibility and relatability, making her a compelling figure in the political arena. One notable example was a recent event where she helped raise a record-breaking amount for the Democratic National Committee. This event not only showcased her fundraising prowess, but also her strategic importance to the party's future. The event highlighted Harris's ability to draw a crowd and generate excitement within the party. Her speeches often emphasize unity, justice, and the importance of collective action, which resonate well with the Democratic base. Harris's fundraising success stands in stark contrast to Trump's struggles, underscoring the shifting dynamics within the two major parties. As the political landscape continues to evolve, Harris's role as a key fundraiser and influential leader within the Democratic Party becomes increasingly significant. As the 2024 presidential election cycle begins, the race for the White House is shaping up to be contentious and closely watched. With President Biden facing low approval ratings and the country grappling with challenges, the political landscape is ripe for change. On the Republican side, Donald Trump remains a formidable force despite the controversy surrounding him. His hold on the party base is undeniable, and his ability to command media attention is unparalleled. However, Trump faces significant headwinds, including potential criminal indictments from various investigations. For the Democrats, President Biden's path to re-election is fraught with challenges, including his age and perceived lack of effectiveness. Vice President Harris, despite facing her own challenges, remains a force in Democratic politics, bolstered by her recent fundraising success. The recent incident involving Trump's remark about Vice President Harris is a reminder of his enduring capacity for controversy. Throughout his career, Trump has flouted social norms, engaged in personal attacks, and made inflammatory statements, often targeting women and minorities. While his supporters dismiss these incidents as harmless banter, critics argue that his words have real-world consequences, contributing to a coarsening of public discourse. As Trump continues to tease a potential 2024 presidential run, his legacy of controversy looms large. His supporters will likely cheer his provocations, while his detractors will view his every utterance as evidence of his unfitness for office. Despite facing impeachment and numerous scandals, Trump remains largely unchanged. Whether he runs for president again or not, Trump's impact on American politics is undeniable. As the 2024 election cycle unfolds, the American public faces a choice to embrace the politics of division embodied by Trump or to chart a different course. The stakes could not be higher. The future of American democracy and the health of our institutions hang in the balance. It is up to each citizen to decide what kind of country we want to be and to hold our leaders accountable. The road ahead will be challenging, but it is not insurmountable. By rejecting the politics of hate and division and embracing our shared values, we can build a more perfect union.